Hi guys, it's Una. I wanted to go through the lesson plan for you for your English class for this week. Okay, it's the week of the 18th of May. This will go out in the post to you, hopefully it has already done so, and I will send it to you on email as well. So for the next few weeks, we're going to talk about habitats, and I am recording this video to tell you how to work through this plan. Okay. The very first thing I want you to do is to start off by watching the video and the link below. It's called What is a Habitat? Which you may be asking already. It's only about 6 minutes long. It's really nice. I think you'll enjoy it. Okay. Listen out for any words that you haven't heard before or that you don't know. We'll look up some of them today, I'm sure, in the dictionary. So have a look at this video now. Okay. And when you come back after that, we can go ahead with part two. Okay. Right. I'm assuming you've watched the video and you have a little bit of an idea of what we're going to be talking about. Now, if you have a dictionary at home, or you can use it during this session, or you can use an online dictionary like the one we discussed a few weeks ago. You can try this link here to the Collins Online Dictionary or any other online dictionary that you like if you have not had a chance to do the dictionary lesson. Okay. If you have a physical dictionary at home, that's absolutely fine. Okay. Now, let's look up the meaning of the word habitat. So, habitat. The habitat of an animal or a plant is the natural environment in which it normally lives or grows. Okay, now I am just going to flick over to, where is there's my Collins English, no, there's my Collins English Dictionary, see it there? And if I put in habitat, this is exactly the way you should use it, habitat, and hit return, it should come up with an answer here. You can see it's working there. It's going to come up in a second. Here is my definition. The habitat of an animal or plant is the natural environment in which it normally lives or grows. Okay. Now, depending on the dictionary that you're using, you'll get slightly different definitions. That's okay. There's lots of information about the words on these websites. There's also a lot of ads on this, so I apologize. Here's another example. The place in which a person, group, class, etc. is normally found. That would be your environment as a person, okay? There's lots of subtle different meanings in words, but the one that we're talking about for habitat at the moment is the environment in which an animal or plant normally lives or grows. All right? Next two pages is a list of words here in the next two pages that you might have heard in the video or that are related to what we'll be studying over the next few weeks. We look up a few more of them now, so them over the next week. You could just do 3 or 4 a day if you want. I have written down the meaning of each word, just in case you can't use a dictionary, but it would be really good practice if you could look them up yourselves as well. As I said, different dictionaries will give slightly different wordings for the same word, so don't worry if you don't have the exact same words as I've written down, okay? And feel free to write out the meanings that you find and send a photo of them. So here we are. Let's just go down and have a look at what I've got here. Okay, so we said habitat was a natural environment. So let's look up natural. Okay, click back to our dictionary, and I'm going to fly up here and put in natural. I'll give it a second. Working away here. Natural. Okay, whoops, sorry. Now, I wanted to show you this one because there's loads of meanings for natural. This is still loading, so it's a bit slow. It's probably loading all the ads. Yeah, so the first one it says here is if you say that is natural for someone, it is natural for someone to act in a particular way or for something to happen in that way. You mean it's reasonable in the circumstances. That meaning, we are going down, I think, to number 6, down the bottom here. Where are we? Okay, natural things. Oh, sorry. I need to hit that. Okay, don't know what I did there. Natural things exist or occur in nature and are not made or caused by people. Okay, so when we talk about natural things in our environment, we're talking about things that are not made by man or caused by man, as in human beings. All right. Let's see what else we have. Okay, then we have environment. Okay, the environment is the natural world of land, sea, air, plants, and animals. okay, or your environment consists of the particular natural surroundings in which you live or exist. Don't worry about the rest of that. Okay, that's getting a bit too complicated. We don't need that. So again, you could go back and put in, oh, my PC is not playing ball today. I want to go back to the dictionary now. Oops, there we go. And, oh, come on. And go up to the top again and put in environment. Environment. Okay, give it a second. Someone's environment is all the circumstances, people, things, and events around them that influence, and the ads come up, influence their life. Okay, that is not really what we want. So we're going to go down to this one here. Your environment consists of the particular natural surroundings in which you live or exist. Okay, your natural environment. And the environment is obviously a very relevant in these about it a lot. Trying to preserve our environment, improve our environment. And I'm trying to go back to my worksheet now, and it doesn't want to let me. There we go. Okay. So our air quality, for example, the purity of our water. Okay, that's what we talk about a lot of the time when we're talking about our environment. So for the purposes of our class, the environment is a natural world of land, sea, air, plants, and animals. Okay, where we live. So you've got air, you've got water, you've got live. I'm just going to list the rest of them now and let you look them up yourself. Grow. If a plant or tree grows in a particular place, it is alive there. Okay. Plants, shelter. What does shelter mean? If a place provides shelter, it provides you with a place to stay or live, especially when you need protection from bad weather or danger. A herbivore. Okay. An animal that eats only plants. Adapt, to adapt or change to your environment. Evolve, what does evolve mean? A carnivore. Vertebrates, invertebrates. Creature, this one here. Insects, mammals, okay? So have a go at looking up those words. If you don't get to all of them, that's okay. You have a definition there for all of those words. But have a go and see how you get on, okay? When you've done it, watch the video again. This is the same video, and see if you have a better understanding of what the filmmaker is saying in it. Okay. The next thing that I'd like you to do is to do the word search on the next page, and it's all those words that we were talking about there. Okay, so this will just help with the spelling of them and help you to recognize the words when you see them again. Okay, they can go up, down, across, diagonally. Okay, anyway, okay, so have a look for those there. And then now, okay, I need to expand my screen a little bit. This is a little matching exercise. Sorry, just give me a second to get this right for you. No, it doesn't want to do it today. There we go. Just let me, I'm just expanding the screen, guys, here. So just give me a second while I play around. Doesn't want to do it for me. Okay, we'll just flick back anyway. Okay, here we'll just play across the screen. Okay, so you've got habitats. Okay, you've got a picture of 6 or 7 different habitats: pond, Arctic, sea, cave, African plains, under a rotten log, mountain, and rainforest. And then below that you have 7 different animals: hummingbird, eagle, elephant, polar bear, frog, and bat. Okay, so what I want you to do is try and figure out which environment or which habitat each of these animals would live in. Okay, so for example, the frog here, Mr. Frog there, he would live in the pond. So just draw a line from frog to the pond, and then you have a go at the rest of them. All right. And lastly, what I would like you to do is try and get out in your own environment and take some photographs of plants or animals that you see. Okay, so I did this at the weekend, and I went out with my kids and we got a couple of photographs. Some of them aren't great, but just to show you what you can see, whether it's in your garden or just outside in your own environment. If you find any plants of any description anywhere, they count, you know, and any insects or little animals, birds that you might see, they all count. So you don't have to live in a forest or near a forest or um, on the beach to do this, okay? The beach is a great one if you want to have a look and see what you can find. Okay, so on this one here now, the picture quality isn't great, but can you spot the bee under the flower there? See the bee? I do have a little video, but it's short and you have to keep your eyes open to see it. So I just put the picture in. This is a horse chestnut tree near my house, and you can see it's flowering at the moment. Okay, um, we'll get concrete. And then this one here again, it's hard to get the birds there very quick. And this is just a phone camera. Can you see the robin? See him there? And then I thought this flower was particularly pretty. I have no idea what it is because I don't know a whole lot about flower types, but we thought this was nice. So I hope you like it. So if you could do the same with your kids when you get a chance, you know, take some photos of your own or write down some flowers or animals that you see when out walking, even if you can't get a picture. Okay? So that is for this week. I will send you some solutions later on in the week and I'll hopefully be chatting to you as well. Okay? Talk soon. Thanks. Bye.